Okay, let's say that you've built your product, you've got your MVP, your minimally viable product. It's out there, it's ready, it's done. You're getting some product market fit and you're starting to make some money. Now, how do you take it to the next level and go beyond that MVP without spending a ton of time, a ton of resources, a ton of money, and potentially flushing it down the drain on all kinds of stuff? It can be easy to get into feature creep where you think, man, this feature sounds great. I've heard of this, I've heard of that, and I'm going to start building all that into my product, into our product. And that's where you don't want to go. See, a couple things can happen. There's a fallacy that can happen where you've got the noisy 20% of your users. So 20% of your users are going to give you lots of feedback, lots of feedback. So 10% are going to be the noobs, and those are the people that are just getting started. They're saying, hey, I want this thing. I thought it would be this thing, or I thought it was this or that. Then you know the other 10% of that 20%, the other half of that 20% are the pros, and these are the people that are awesome at your software. They're awesome at using it. They get it, and they want extra features. And then there's this 80% of people that never say anything. They're this silent majority of people that use your product, they use it successfully, and they're totally fine and they're totally good. The thing is you've got to talk to those people. You got to talk to the market who isn't using your product yet, the people that you are that are prospects, people that are prospecting you that might potentially use your product or buy your product. You got to talk to those people too. If you build something for all of those people, then you're going to be successful because you want to build in those things. Now, once you find out what that is, you've got to, so the key here is you got to talk to them. You got to talk to those people. You got to go find it because it's highly likely they're not going to come to you and talk to you. So you got to go find them. So once you get that, once you get it, from there, then you want to take one, build a very, very, very small version of that feature, as small as you can build it. Small as you can build it. Once you get that, you might even need to cut it down more. Cut it down more. Boom. Cut the scope. Get that, build it, ship it as fast as you can to those people, to the people that are, to the people currently using your product. And at the same time, you got to ship a conversion point to see if people will buy. See, it doesn't work to ask people if they're going to buy. That does not work. It doesn't work to ask people if they're going to buy because people will lie to you and they will lie to themselves. They don't really know. See, people do not know. They cannot comprehend many times the situation that they would be in when they go to buy. They kind of look into the future or they think about how they would feel then and they think, would I buy? They don't know. Until that person is in the place of feeling the need and seeing your solution, they have no idea if they'll buy. And you have no idea if they'll buy. So that's why you have to ship a conversion point at the same time that you ship the feature that you're trying to sell, that you're trying to add on to your product and give it more value. If you can do those things and you can get a conversion point in front of somebody and they actually buy, boom, you got it. Awesome. Then you can figure out how to make that feature even better, add more value. But at that point, you've made a sale. You've created a customer with that extra feature that you're building in. You've seen it happen. Then hopefully they'll use it because when they buy, that's perceived value if you don't offer the feature to try for free or something like that. But if they buy it, perceived value happens. They buy it, then they go to use it. Then if they use it, they actually find ongoing value. And they'll continue to stay with you and continue to create recurring revenue, perhaps if that's your model, or they'll tell other people, or they'll continue to use it and engage with it, and your business will grow because of that extra feature you added on. So it takes those two things. It takes the conversion point to see if people will buy, additionally use the feature to see if they get a continual value out of it. So if those things don't happen, you can do a lot of stuff to fix those. That's not what this video is about. It's about how you take your product and nudge it towards the next level beyond the minimally viable product. But again, those two things, you got to research, find out what the majority of the people will want, what's going to be an urgent, pervasive problem that you need to solve that everybody's got, boom, meet that need with a potential skateboard. We call it skateboard. In this industry, that means the smallest thing you can get from point A to point B is oftentimes a skateboard. So you build the smallest version that you can, ship a conversion point to see if people will buy. And at that point, you've got something to work with. if those things don't happen, you can learn from those too. You can learn as well. That's how you're going to take your minimally viable product and start nudging it in towards a more mature product.